the vibes today? What's the vibes?
The vibes are good, a little manic, a little egotistical, but overall, I'm feeling all right. How about you?
I feel a lot more zen today than last time, but I also have like a pinch of aggression and rage, like blanketed underneath that zen.
I hear you. Okay.
I have pockets of like bliss and then pockets of
And you know what's interesting? I feel like both of our states can be drawn back to a long history of the title of this video, negative reinforcement. Like, I'm sure the people clicking on this video are guys who've felt a lot of negative reinforcement. Everybody has. And I think me and you both relate that we realize negative reinforcement is such a shitty, dangerous game because it will warp your world to believe you're this, when in all reality you could be something way higher, something way better.
What like specifically do you mean by negative reinforcement? Like,
What I mean
what does it mean to you?
is when whatever you're doing, whether you're trying to talk to girls, whether you're playing basketball, whether you're doing school, it's when you have a repeated series of negative outcomes that then shape the way you see yourself and go into whatever sad thing you're doing.
Okay. Yeah.
And it can really destroy. And the fucked up part is it's a feedback loop of like, well, now that you're feeling shitty, you're gonna continue being even more shitty because you have no fight in you to be what you really could be.
Yeah. I think with negative like feedback loops and like negative reinforcement, it's sort of like a what you would call it. It's like a fungus or something. Where it's like it starts off small, like it starts off as a small spore, and like it slowly spreads like in other aspects of your life and whatnot.
Oh wow, you
think
it bleeds over?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
I think with negative things.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yeah, especially with like negative self-talk, I just think it's like one of those things where it's like you don't know what's happening until it's like taking control of like something.
Until you're 21 and you realize, wait, I have horrible self-image.
Yeah. That's why.
Wow, yeah.
I feel like it's important for people, like just in general, to like constantly, like vet their thought process and like constantly, have some sort of system where they like can know. Like they like like look at your mind like a battlefield where it's like when this is taking territory now, like this is something like this is causing an insurrection. Like
I will say this though. What you're saying is all facts, but there is a reality of it's not just vetting how you're thinking, it's actually also getting the positive reinforcement. And I have a scenario I want to go through. I don't know if you have more to say, but like I have a scenario I was thinking of specifically in my life recently where I'm like, oh, I need to actually get good outcomes or I'm going to be here forever.
Yeah, I think it's like the same thing. I was thinking about this where it's like whenever it's like you can tell yourself like positive affirmations or whatnot, but like those things only work if like there's an action to back it. Like you have to, like your brain is like, okay, I hear this, but like now
you have to go. I would just say that's like the prepping stage of like going out and doing it.
It's like now prove it. You have to prove yourself. Like things have to happen. Like negative things happen. Same way those negative things happen, you have to start creating more and more positive things.
Yeah.
How do you think you get like those, especially when you're in like a hole where it's like those negative things have like taken control of your life and whatnot? How do you
I think it's I always go back to, a lot of improvement is very simple and basic, but it's the hard thing to do. So specifically right now, I have a situation where I've been starting to do stand-up comedy. And I'm now 3 months in, and going into it, I was a little bit too loose. Yeah, it's been since April. You saw my last performance. You were like, what the fuck?
No, I thought, like, consistently?
Yeah, consistently,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I did a little bit 2 years ago, but I mean, consistently now for 3 months. And I've had a few good moments, but I've also had a lot of negative reinforcement. And I can feel myself now every time going on stage where I'm like, shit, my mind starts to shrink. And all the possibilities I thought once I had aren't really there as much anymore. And I'm getting weaker, and I can feel my spirit eroding. And to fight this, I think first is you need to, objectively see where are you going wrong, and then just taking the steps to try to get your first win. Like that.
A small victory.
Yeah, small victory can go a long way,
Yeah.
and then start to build momentum, and then, regain the confidence. I will say, like, another thing just regarding stand-up, but also just in general with negative reinforcement and then building confidence, it's good to get out your comfort zone, but also remember, sometimes it can be very dangerous to yourself if you really jump out of yourself, knowing that you're not ready for this, and then you get stinged really badly, and then your self-image becomes horrible. Like, you need to be aware that to anybody trying anything, if you go out of your abilities and get hurt really badly, you're likely going to be hurt really badly from that. It takes a strong person to be able to bounce back and, continue.
I think it's all, it is that, like, baptism by fire, where it's like you have to, like, put yourself in those situations to actually, like, see what you're made out of. And, like, you have to understand that you probably will fail at first. Like, the negative loop didn't start on its own. Like, you put your, you failed. Like, you're probably not good at this. Or this is, like, something that you failed more. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like,
I was going to say, like, I agree you should go out and fail, but it's a style of failing where it's like, I guess, like, to help get what I mean more is, like, when I first did stand-up at one show, I was like, my first joke was like, man, every time I do stand-up, I get really happy and excited, but then I get horrible hater energy because you guys laugh at the shittiest jokes. And I thought I had the resilience to be able to do that. It didn't even land. No one laughed. And then I started fumbling. And then I took a fat, humiliating L. Now I'm here. I'm bouncing back or whatever. But it's like, that's an example where that can sting really bad. And it's like, in a way, you want to do like a healthy level of failing. Because there's a point where if you fail too hard, you might get really down on yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. I guess, like, how do you figure that out, though? Like, what's healthy and what's not?
I mean,
like, there is self-sabotaging behaviors, but it's like,
what you're saying, I mean, what's it, test by fire?
Yeah.
Trial by fire? Like, at the end of the day, I wouldn't say to my old self, don't do that. I'm actually kind of happy I did, but I'm just saying it's like, you'll find, as you're doing whatever process you're doing, you'll find a rhythm and a pocket to be in, to where it's like, okay, let me get some wins. Or first will be fail. Let me get like my first small win, build that momentum, then maybe try something out of character where it's like, this is really testing your balance, fail hard again. But it's just like, you don't want to see yourself in a situation where you're like, fail. Now you're going on to this thing or whatever you're trying to do, then you fail again, and it's like, that's a way you can really get in your head.
Yeah.
Like, getting a small win can really go a long way.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, it's all momentum. Like, just any sort of law where it's, you want to build, there's a thing where it says, like, consistency is created by, like, minimizing complexity. Where it's kind of like, the harder a task is to do, or, like, not even a task is to do, but, like, you want to make sure this is something that you can do. You want to make sure it's something that you don't have to think much about. And then you want to, like, that's how, because, like, when you overcomplicate things, or, like, you go, you bite off more than you can chew, or you, like, try to create this, like, grandiose idea on, like, what you want to do, or, like, where you want to go. Like, that's going to, like, a lot of times it can limit you, instead of, like, just being like, let me do this, take a risk, that's, like, a little bit out.
Calculated risk.
Yeah, like, calculated risks are, like, important. And, like, you have to constantly, like, assess, like, after everything, like, what went wrong, what went right, like, where am I now? Because, like, a lot of you, like, the thing you said about, like, winning over and over, or, like, finding those pockets where you're like, okay, this is my shit. Like, you can get comfortable in that.
Yeah.
But then you're not, like,
growing as much.
You're not evolved. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's really like
it's a fine line.
It's like a fine line, but all improvement is like it's gradual, and it's not like that. It's like
shaky,
yeah, shaky. So
I mean, do you have any particular?
Yeah, I mean, my whole kind of existence, I guess, it's more so for me with that, like with like negative talk and like negative self loops. It really is just, well, one thing is like a lot of these like thoughts that you might have aren't actually like true, and like they're created as a defense mechanism for like something that's happened previously.
I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like sometimes they are true.
They are true.
It just depends on if you want to live in that.
Well, yeah, something. But for me specifically, a lot of the times, like they don't feel like they can be true, but they're like overly inflated and like overly like it's not as serious of an issue that I'm making it out to be. Like it's something that can be handled, but my mind is like, what like the craziest thing is like, okay, like if I'm not intoxicated, but if I'm like high or something, it's like every obstacle I have. This is what makes me know like mind is everything. Like every obstacle I have is like incredibly insurmountable. Like it's it's just so big. Like even the littlest things, because it's like when you get into it, I can't even I mean when I was at the club high or whatever, it's like I don't know. It's like
talking to a girl is like
it's just like it's like talking to a girl. Like it became just something that's just like impossible. Like
too cerebral. Yeah,
I don't know, but it's like because obviously with the help of like a substance, like it amplified that feeling. But I'm just saying like when that's off, it's like wait a minute. Like I'm just saying like it's kind of like a target. Like all these things that we like go for, it's like an illusion of like distance where.
Like we don't really know the
you don't exactly.
Like the mind warps kind of just whether you
perception.
Can be the perception of
It's like you don't know how close or far until you actually shoot that arrow.
Yeah.
But it's like you're constantly like trying to vet where it's at, or constantly trying to be like, oh no, like I haven't done this before or whatever. It's like that's like to me anything with like negative loops is just like action, like trial and error, and like just telling myself like trying to like overrun that negative cycle with like positive things,
Yeah. I was gonna say like I don't know how much longer we have, but I think this is a great analogy to like view negative reinforcement, but also taking risk. And I think MMA, UFC is that, because you always hear, oh, he lost the fight, then he got in his head and was never the same.
All sports, a lot of sports is like that.
Yeah, but I feel like fighting is the most like that because it's so do or die. But it's like there's like to be a great fighter, you need to take risk. But it's like at the same time you need to be very careful with how up and down you can go, because it's like, well, an L can completely derail your whole career because you'll after never be the same or whatever, right?
Right.
But so it's just. Life is one big risk. It's like there's no really. I mean, for the viewer, like maybe the viewer's saying, "Wait, so there's not like a clear answer." It's like, yeah, it's not. You just have to go. Really, the answer is you have to give it your all, or else, you're leaving some on the table, and you're not gonna actually actualize or whatever. But
alter egos and like false
I saw that recently.
Saw what?
Alter ego, like it was like a
video
reel.
On it?
Yeah, it was like a guy was saying like how all the greats kind of do that. Like,
yeah, no, I mean that's been a thing, but I'm saying like another thing with like negative loops that just like I've done forever is like creating something that's like beyond the negative loop in my head, where it's like.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
It's like, okay, I might be this shitty person, but this thing isn't.
And like you try to be that
like,
thing,
like try to separate the two, and then like slowly, like that can it's like maybe not an alter ego, but
I guess
a mental state or a plan or like a thing where it's like you don't.
Your last guy was Ex Machina.
No, it wasn't my last. That's the last I told you.
Yeah,
What
was your last one?
Oh, I don't.
You don't feel like
share
sharing? Okay, my bad.
I mean, like, I'll just create. It's not even like. It's just like mantras.
Oh, you have mantras?
Yeah.
What's the recent mantra?
I mean, this is the simple, but it's the Ronaldo shit. Like, that's my mantra right now.
Okay.
I'm not saying like some spiritual, like, but
Yeah, I
just
wasn't
like,
sure.
not like, just some like, I've had those before, like back in the day when I was like on that type shit. But yeah, just, I don't know, like mine right now is like, it's like that Ronaldo, you know, when Ronaldo is like shooting a free kick and he's like, I can. Like, that's cool. Like, you know, that's obviously like typical self-talk, like saying you can, right? But the part I really like is like I'll cross this barrier like the same as before. It's like everything in your life, it's like everyone's had obstacles.
Wait, when he's saying I crossed this barrier the same before, is he saying no matter what happens, I'll be like the same guy, or what?
I don't know what he's saying, but how I take
How do you
it
take
is
it?
just like everyone's had obstacles, and like you're either alive or dead, but if you're watching this, you're alive. So it's like you've obviously beat those obstacles in one way. So it's like you could take it as, okay, you might have not beaten that thing, but like you're still here. So it's like, it's just a barrier you cross. But it's like, there's things also that you have accomplished, and it's like, you tell yourself like, I have done things, like this is just a thing that I can do. And it's like that, I don't know, that part just like kind of hit, where it's like any object, like any like puzzle is just like, and then it's like, it's normal for me to score, because it's just like, he's Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But it's like, he tells you, I'm just saying, it's interesting, like the best of the best, where it's like, he's still like having doubt, but he's like reinforcing, like, you know, like this shit is normal for me, like I can, you know, it's just like stuff like that, where it's like, you're in a negative loop, you just have to like create something that gets you going. It could be a song, it could be anything, but just like, it gets you in a mode that's like, I mean, you know,
Flips
like,
the switch.
yeah, like, throughout history, like just all to like war, like whatever.
What's your main way though? Are you doing the mantra way, or are you doing the alter ego way?
Mantra, like that's like right now. Like I don't really have like a strong alter ego like right now, but like yeah, just mantras, just like constantly like saying, you know, positive things whenever I'm feeling negative.
With the alter ego way, like how much would you dip in and out of it when you did have it? Like, would it be like half the day your alter ego?
Like a task, like all the way though.
Oh, okay, so like talking to a girl or getting to an assignment.
It doesn't work for girls. For me, it doesn't work for girls.
Oh, you said you tried?
Well, I actually,
James Bond.
James Bond, what's up, gal? You just look at
How
me
you
like,
doing?
like a crazy fuck. I had one I tried to form named Javier.
Javier. Oh my god, what the fuck? That sounds like a sexual creep.
Yeah, like not even, just like I was just like, I just wanted to spit game like just like some Latin nigga, you know, just like that shit didn't work. It's like I'm not a Latin nigga. Like,
you didn't believe it at all,
I
yeah.
got butchered. But I mean, I rarely do it for girls, honestly, because it's just like.
But I feel like that's the thing you struggle with, like.
I know, but it's like. I just had like, it has to have like an energy behind it before it like feels right. At least I just have
like the alter. You haven't found one alter ego where you feel like you can like tap into that.
Yeah, it has to have some matching to myself, and no part of myself
Can't be,
feels like it gets bitches.
A Spanish dude with a mustache.
Yeah, like not even but just
strumming
like,
the guitar, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's just like, I'm just saying, yeah, like things like that where it's like, okay, like, you know, I did it for like work, like if I have to do like an assignment, or like if I have to like do something like creative, like, you know, creatively, or like
okay, actually
like that, like fighting, or like sports, whatever. It's just like I'll try to like get into that, like a different mode.
I know what you mean. I mean, yeah, that's for sure.
It doesn't even have to have a name, but like you can feel when it's like.
There's almost some. Do you ever have this? Like, okay, recently when I play basketball, I want to like not be afraid at all. I try to be, you know, give it my all or whatever. And like an image that just pops to my brain subconsciously, and I just recognize it though, is Russell Westbrook. I just like the fact that he plays with so much passion. It's like, do you find yourself ever like, you know, pulling power from like certain images? It doesn't even just have to be a person. It could just be like, you're inspired by the snake.
Yeah, of course. Like,
what one do you find, and like in what scenario?
I mean, it's like, it's thousands of them, but like, it really, I mean, it's just situation. Like, it really depends. But Let me think of like, cause I've had like decent ones. I mean, this isn't like necessarily the same thing. There was a time I was like really into dragonflies. Just cause like if you like statistically, they're like the best hunters in like the animal kingdom.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, it's cause they do like a thing where, well, first like they're just like built for like they can like they have like 4-wheel drive pretty much with their wings, where like their wings go in all directions, so like they can like just move better, you know.
Okay.
But it's also like they're really good. Like they have a thing where they can like they don't go for like where a fly is going or where like whatever they're eating is going. They go for like the like path that thing is going.
Oh, so they're good at calculating.
Yeah, like calculating. And like whenever I would play like, I don't know, like sports or whatever, I would try to like think of it like I'm like
oh,
an
like
insect
okay,
kind of thing.
like be aware of like getting angles right.
Yeah, like angles right and like feelings right and like you know, try like I mean like right now since I'm like this is like this has been a thing, with just sports. It's just like stupid, but it's just. Like I've always been athletic and whatnot, but I always have felt like, well, I haven't felt akin to it, but I like right now, just getting older, I'm more into like the strategy part of like, you know, like sports and whatnot, and just like,
oh yeah, like what's his name, Messi?
Yeah, like Messi, like how he plays, like I really enjoy like
Tim Duncan, Jokic.
I hate Tim Duncan.
Okay, I'm not crazy about him either.
I just like he's cool, he won. But like I don't really like ever.
I've always thought KG was better. I think I heard that
agree.
recently too. Like NBA players were saying KG's better.
KG is better. Tim Duncan was on the Spurs. Like the Spurs is an organization that can make anybody look straight.
Get a lot of. I mean, he was still really good, probably, but
he was good. But like Giannis is better than him.
Oh, for sure.
But like people.
Oh yeah, people say he's like top 10.
Yeah, people.
When I hear that, I'm like, fuck out of here.
People say he's like in the GOAT debate. I'm like, chill. Right.
No, I've never heard that. GOAT? I've heard top 10.
He has 5 rings. Well, like,
yeah, I know, but like,
10,
there's a lot of people.
No, I think it's a common thing to say he's in the top 10. Like,
yeah, it's a common top 10. Yeah.
It's like he's not. I got KG over him. And on a bad day, I low-key got Dirk over him too. Just like Dirk's 1 ring.
I was just gonna say Dirk.
He's not.
The only thing that's holding him back is just the defense.
Yeah, he's not like Tim Duncan's better than Dirk, but it's just like I don't know. Tim Duncan, that's like for the old heads. I've seen him play. Like that wasn't like before my time. Like I saw the front. I was
the older version.
I mean, that was the older version, but like, well, he wasn't ever an athletic guy, you know. So it's like, what more was he doing in his prime?
No, you're right.
Just hitting the bank shots quicker. Like,
yeah, he has such an ugly way of scoring.
Yeah,
I never thought it would look pleasant at all. It always looked forced.
It worked for him.
Like he would like do that weird like.
He's dunking. Now he was tough though, but it's just like top 10. He's like top 15.
Like Jokic is better than him now.
Yeah,
people like
It's just the rings thing, which does matter.
All right, though. I mean, I feel like that's good.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Peace. That was like a more